What were like practices?
I'm gonna be honest, every day not gonna be a good day,
Right.
for me, but I'm still gonna go to the gym,
Right.
because that is my therapy. And I kind of train myself to know that whenever I have like a fucked up feeling, like the days that I don't even want to go, them the days that I had the best workouts.
We do have vampires around us. Crucial 13, that's what's up. Shout out to you.
I feel like every time Crucial ever talk, it was making mad sense.
Get Crucial.
I'm
hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this. Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now. Now, despite a lot of the negative stories and negative sound bites people have of Kevin Gates, you know, saying weird things or doing weird things, a chosen one can often see when somebody is starting to get them universal codes downloaded or uploaded. And I'm about to play a clip from Kevin Gates, you know, on this Theo Von podcast. And this thing he is about to say will change your life and have you actually looking at things way different. Now, please hit that like button if you are on the narrow path and you are starting to wake up from this matrix. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share the channel, and leave a comment.
I done kind of started playing a game with myself. I know when certain people start texting me and it's low vibrational people, something good must be about to happen. There's got to be a text. Something good about to happen. And I just started training myself to look at it like that, and that's really how it be going now.
So on this channel, I'm always talking about, you know, defeating energy vampires, raising your frequency and vibration, and walking the narrow path. Now, it's known that the higher you climb up in the frequency, because it's like a ladder, okay? I don't know what they call it, Jacob ladder, whatever you want to call this type of stuff. When you start climbing this ladder, they got a saying called new levels, new devils. So whenever these vampires see you getting, you know, getting out of their reach and stuff like that, they see you adding more spirit to yourself. So you're getting more energy, and they feel like, ooh, that's you know, he's getting us more energy. Let's try to pull him back down with that. So, you know, through the universe, they will, you know, start attacking you from other people that are low vibrational. So they're like puppet masters. They're the same frequency that operates in everybody. So they can, through your low vibrational friends, communicate with each other. You know what I mean? Like, here, have him call him, make this guy with the low frequency call the guy with the high frequency, try to bring him back down, and can communicate with each other. So you have to watch out for everybody around you. That's why I was saying in these videos to cut people off that are low vibrational, because they're going to be used to communicate to bring you back down for these things to harvest you. And I've been covering Kevin Gates' spiritual awakening for like 5-6 years now on my channel. I got a whole live about Moors, and he was one of the primary, you know, people I was featured on there because he became a Moor and he started getting this real info on nationality and all that type of stuff. You know, I don't want to go in too deep on that. Y'all can just watch some of my videos on there. But you know, it's just like with anything. With the country, there's going to be sovereign beings. Then there's going to be these energy vampires that are trying to lower you from your sovereign capacity. So they do it in the spiritual world, you know, lower you from your high frequency to your low frequency. Okay, so they can govern you. So they can keep their fingerprint on the food source. And this Theo Von interview got a few different gems where Kevin Gates is, I mean, it sounds like Kevin Gates, if you're a Crucial 13 watcher, you watch my content, I mean, you watch this Kevin Gates interview and you think I'm up there talking. And I only say that to say everybody that's on the narrow path, getting on the same frequency and vibration, is getting the same messages and codes from the universe and God. So it's no different. No, there's no complicating this. When you start getting on that path, you're going to sound like everybody else that's getting the same codes. Everybody who's really talking that real shit is going to be like, damn, he's a chosen one. He's a chosen one. Damn, now you could tell based on what they saying. Anybody telling you about frequency and vibration, they know something.
I broadened my horizon. I opened my mind.
Yeah. Oh, I've watched a lot of interviews with you, man, and a lot of it's been really fascinating, man. I feel really thankful that you're here today.
I
to
just
spend
took
time. What, an Ambien?
I just read about Laguna Beach. Like, this was in 2000 and maybe 10 or 11, because I read a lot of like vampire novels and all of that.
Oh damn,
so,
bro.
yeah, like I read a lot. I'm a recreative reader, so this was like way in 2000, maybe 10 or 11, that I read a book. When I was reading the book, they was talking about going to Laguna Beach. Last weekend, I just took my son to Laguna Beach for his birthday. So it was like kind of like a bucket list. Not a bucket list, but I was like, it'll be cool to go there. Like, even like with Palm Springs, I read about Palm Springs before, and I just passed through Palm Springs.
And they had vampires that were there?
And Rochelle Mead got this vampire academy, and one of the schools that they went to was in Palm Springs.
Damn, boy.
So,
Are the older gay vampires probably over there?
I don't know, but
It's just really, no coincidence at all that a lot of the chosen ones are real knowledgeable about vampires and energy vampires. Vampires of consciousness and all types of, evil on the planet. And most people that religious, they can tell you evil exists, but they don't never break down what they actually do. They think they just here to mock God. And, that's just kindergarten level shit. But when you talking about the real demons on the planet, the chosen ones study these things and figure out what is it that they're doing. And we somehow are able to warn people that, hey, these things are here harvesting you. They're not here to mock God or none of that bullshit you guys talking about. They're here to feed on you. Your food. You're a food source. Your life source, your life force is real stimulation to them. It's food to these things. And it's just so amazing that the people talking about frequency and vibration study this shit. And everything on my channel is always about energy vampires. Me just trying to teach people, hey, wake the fuck up. You got a demon feeding off of you right now.
It's so crazy that you say that. It's because when you given the opportunity to do better, you will. If you never given that opportunity, you're not going to do better. We could say, yeah, you just got to overcome and stay focused and lock in. I think the beautiful thing about Kevin Gates is I have a very adventurous spirit, and I'm going to try something. Like, I love to try new things because it's how you create new neural paths. Like, even if you did it and you didn't like it, you still had the experience.
Yeah.
So you created like new neural paths, because if you do the same thing every day, you become stagnant in the mind. You become a robot.
You become.
And throughout this interview, he's talking about hitting the gym, becoming, not becoming stagnant and all that type of stuff. And when you really study how these vampires sit on you, they really get the people that ain't moving. They love stagnance. They love, that's how these diseases build up in you. These parasites jump on you. It's when you ain't moving. It's when you just, even when your mind isn't moving. So he's talking about the mind being able to experience new things. It's a way to keep the mind excited and to keep it, fulfillment in life and stuff like that. So where if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it gets boring and it becomes repetitive, and it's a sure way to get you to stop doing something. All right, so then you got this dude who's talking about energy vampires, demons, and all this type of stuff. And he's like, you have to go to the gym. You have to start moving around. Don't be stagnant sitting around for these things.
Yeah, alternate taking the opposite choice, making the opposite choice. Because everything inside of you is like, take off today, take it easy, don't do
I
nothing.
swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, I went and jogged and everything before I came here.
Amen.
So you'll see me make videos where I'm like, hey, anytime you feel lazy, you feel unmotivated, you don't want to do something, just get up and go. Go take a walk. Do anything except sit there. Especially after a week where you put in a lot of work and you're feeling high vibrational and everything, like you accomplished a lot. They want to cash in on that. So, like a lot of these practicing people who get into them weird energy sources and shit, they practice like high vibrational living too. And then them rituals come out and all that other type of stuff, they hand that energy right over to a demon. And it's like, okay, now you can go back, go raise your vibration so I can feed on it in a week or two. And this just don't apply to people who are in cults and all that. It applies to you, the person at home listening to this. Everything you've been taught in society has been taught to you by people who are running this shit for these energy vampires. That's why the medicines they give you, all it does is keep the sickness inside of you so they can live. Everything. Like, you ever took a cough drop, or you took a, let's see, like something that stops your nose from running? Why do they want your nose to stop running when your nose is actually kicking out all the bad shit in your body, the mucus? They give you something that stops that, so these things could survive in your body. They give you something that stops coughing when really you need to cough out whatever the hell it is. Cough that shit out. No, give them something that stops that, because we need whatever is in there. We've sold these human beings out to these demons, so we need them things to stay in there. Here, take this. Everything you've been taught in society is a matrix, you know, like a anti-organic energy harvesting field for these demons. Everything, the food you've been taught to eat, the TVs you've been taught to watch, everything keeps these things alive. Okay, that's why they're not going to teach you all this other stuff, the healthy stuff. You go Googling it and it's going to tell you, oh no, that's just pseudoscience and all that. No, your shit is pseudoscience. When I'm telling you to eat plant-based foods, they're going to have something that say, nope, you're going to die if you try to do that. Eat this. And then the thing they're going to recommend you to eat is something that keep these parasites in your body, these vampires in your body. So yeah, salute to Kevin Gates, salute Theo Von for this interview. Really enlightened. I encourage everybody to go watch it. Don't let something bad that Kevin Gates did in the past or whatever keep you from this. This dude is onto something. This dude is a chosen one. Okay? So everybody let me know what y'all think of in the comments. This crucial. I ain't woke, I'm up. Peace, love, and 13.
We do have vampires around us. Crucial 13, that's what's up. Shout out to you.
I feel like every time Crucial ever talked, it was making mad sense.
Crucial. I'm hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this. Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now.